We're in Star City. We're bored at Star City. Michael went to see the Lego movie last night. Came back in such a jolly mood.
This song will get in your... Yeah, it's got an earworm that they've designed to be an earworm. And it will work.
But it's a good place to go to a movie because it's only £5.
Yeah, and it was basically empty, so it was just, really nice. So we have a bit of a run to do today.
Please don't tell us that we're rushing too much.
We are rushing too much, but when it comes down to it, we're rushing for a reason. We're
always rushing for a reason.
Yes, we're always rushing for a reason. At this point, we need to get to a place where Fazeley, where the boat can sit for a little while with Joe on it as I fly overseas to visit a friend for his wedding.
And I'm staying at home because it just got too complicated to put the boat somewhere and put the dog somewhere, and we didn't want to put the dog somewhere because we are obsessed with him.
Yeah.
So it's a long way to go today. I thought it was 9 hours, but it's actually like pretty much bang on 7 hours. It's 8 o'clock now. If we move non-stop and don't get delayed by empty pounds or anything else, it'll be 3 p.m. when we get there. If it's too far, we just won't go that far.
Yeah. And it starts with me having to back the boat up through a narrow constriction because although it looks like it might be just wide enough to turn around, it's not confident enough that we wouldn't just get jammed in place. So we're gonna
we don't want the hassle.
Yeah.
So Michael's having the hassle of the reverse.
Yeah.
Which he is an expert at, and I'll go ahead if I can get ahead. I'll check there's nothing coming at the junction, but I don't think there will be.
Yeah, probably not, but that would be good to know because that's going to be a weird one to reverse out of.
Yeah. We've 14 locks to do today, and they're quite spread out, so I'm probably going to walk to the first lock, which I think is 2 or 3 miles, and then I'll be jumping on and off.
Fair enough.
Unless there's a flight.
So that's today?
Tired yesterday.
All right, shall we get going then?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we appear to be out of the big city again. Nothing but green. Well, and some brown, but mainly green.
Curdworth top lock.
Curdworth, where you learn the value of a curd.
Oh, it's got an R in it. We've got to. I need to learn to read.
This is not the value of cud. This is the value of curd.
Yeah, and we're in the countryside. We've left Birmingham.
Yeah, everything's gone green.
I can't remember the last time that we were so unurban.
Yeah, and this is us, excited and happy to be pretty much directly beside the M6. This is a toll road that gets you out of Birmingham traffic, so
Yeah,
it's still quite busy and everything, but
yeah.
Maybe it is lovely.
Hopefully the rubbish will start easing off soon now as well.
Yeah, well, there's definitely been a reduction, although
But
there's a
it's
ball
all-
in this canal, so I need to get George's
It
chucker.
all comes. So we've just stopped to top up with water and get rid of the rubbish and recycling. And I think we're between lock 9 and 10, so 2 more to go.
Righto!
We are We've done the BCN. Well, we haven't. We've got like...
We are 1,000 feet away from where we were a year ago.
And we've completed the BCN.
We've completed the BCN in 1,000 feet. Bit of a long day.
It was quicker than we said, because it's, what is it, like 3 o'clock now?
Mm-hmm.
And we had an unscheduled stop to fill up with water and empty rubbish. And we were stopped there for a good half hour. So
Mm-hmm. But we got lucky with most of the locks.
there's only one, out of the 14 locks, there's only one set against us.
Yeah, which had drained itself, basically.
Yeah, most of them I could just walk up to and just push the gate, which is actually a dream.
I mean, it was interesting again this morning where there's the whole automotive traffic just going over that section of canal that is just, it's just mind-boggling to be like, wow,
Yeah.
it's just intersecting this thing going
And
that
then a
way, this thing
railway
going that
and-
way, and I can't imagine that any of this leads to anywhere good.
And
But
I can't imagine that any of those people know that we're like poodling along underneath them in a little narrow boat.
Yeah. So once we got backed up and sort of turned there, other than a couple of impacts with some unknown things under the water and some occasional junk fouling the prop and having to reverse, and one very extremely dead deer, it was
Yeah,
really rapidly just became comfortable again.
yeah, well, it changed rapidly from horrible dystopian urban landscapes to
Yeah,
light
real.
industrial, then residential.
Yeah, I think this when we got to the old Cincinnati works, which are now the Cincinnati works.
Yeah, we read about them in the book,
Yeah.
but they closed in 2008. And even
about
though,
half the building's been demolished and turned into housing.
so instead of saying Cincinnati, it says Cincinnati. We did the first Minworth locks, and that still felt very Birmingham in terms of the lock mechanisms and the amount of rubbish floating around.
Mm-hmm.
And then we pulled up at the Curdworth locks, and these locks have been loved in the way that no locks on the BCN are loved. Well, there was lock keepers there today looking after them, but there's like little flower patches, and you know, everything's freshly painted, all the gears work. None of the
Everything's
locks,
nicely greased.
yeah, one of the locks was leaking, but we went through 11 and for only one of them to be leaking. Because on the BCN, every time you opened a lock gate, it would get stuck because of the sheer amount of junk behind it. Whereas everyone on this last flight just opened all the way. Nothing was in the way. The volunteers helped us on one lock just because they were there, but they weren't really lock keeping. They were doing all sorts of other things to keep the locks looking
But
good.
it was so nice that it just so rapidly went so rural again. You know, it's like, from the smells of toluene and, well, despair and body odor and stuff to suddenly the smells of manure, which is so much more pleasant.
And it's funny as well because all through Birmingham and the surrounding areas, there's so much junk in the canal. And then at one of the locks, there was this one lone can of Tango that someone had just left, and I was like, well, I can't leave it there.
Yeah,
So,
picked it up.
whereas, before it was just overwhelming. That,
Oh yeah, I mean, it seems so pointless to pull a can out of the water when there's 7 like truck tires, and like a refrigerator. So
yeah. But I mean, it's not the right attitude to have. But it really struck me when I couldn't leave this one lone can.
yeah.
So yeah, we've pretty much done every navigable navigation on the Birmingham Canal Navigations.
Yeah, except for that one Wednesbury branch where we got blocked by...
Which is really annoying because that's one of the places on the Silver Propeller Challenge. So yeah, we're going to be here for a little while Michael flies halfway around the world.
I'm looking forward to the being halfway around the world. I hate flying. I'm going to be flying for like 11 hours, and then I'm going to be getting on a train for like 20 hours, and then I'm going to be getting onto a bus for like 6 hours, and then a motorcycle that will cross
if anyone's
dirt.
If anyone's been on a local bus in India, it's not like getting a
It's not like getting a bus in London. It is not at all like getting a bus in London.
If there's room for a body, there will be a body.
Yeah.
But now we're going to go to Tesco's Express, which is just at the junction, and then we're going to light a fire and get into bed and watch Breaking Bad. Don't judge us.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Hit thumbs up, comment if you feel like it, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to get notifications.
Meh.
Here's me looking smug, because that's revenge for this morning.
That wasn't scary, that was just painfully loud.
That's what happened to you too.
Michael was coming out the bathroom and I was coming from the bedroom and he thought I was in the kitchen. So as he came out, I booed him.
Yeah.
And
By the way, I spiked both of those pretty.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you spiked. I don't think I'm going to hear in this ear for the rest of the day. It's actually ringing.
Well, that's been my problem with my radio.
I didn't get that close to you.
No, but you're that shrill.
Oh, well, today's got off to a good start, hasn't it?
We're having fun.
What you doing? You're just goofing around.
Like horrible dystopian from horrible.
Dystopian utopia. Right, so that's the end of the BCN
Well, it
in
still
a couple
exists.
hundred feet. Yeah. We've destroyed it. We ripped it up as we went along. No,
That's the end of our adventures on the BCN.
yeah. So thanks for watching. Like the bell, click the comment, subscribe the thingy. So thanks for watching. Comment if you feel like it. Hit the, I don't know what this is. Never mind. Hold on.